we got?
Hoff, did you see this? The latest from Passant? Jeff Passant on Twitter, breaking. Kyle Schwarber.
Phillies, no doubt.
And the Phillies.
No doubt, yeah.
5 year.
He got 5?
$150.
Ooh. Okay. Wow.
Just confirm that, Hoff, because, okay.
Okay. I mean, I did not think the Mets were going to get him. I wanted the Mets to get him. I thought there was a chance for the Reds. We know about the Pirates offer. I just said an hour ago, I'm pretty sure he's going to go with Philly. I didn't think he was going to get 5 years for $150.
So the reported offer that I mentioned before from the Pirates was 4 for $120.
Yep.
And now he got 5 for $150 from the Phillies.
What does that mean for Pete? That's the next logical question here. So now,
can I ask a question? Yeah, because I heard the Josh Naylor contract didn't, set the market.
Yep.
Will Kyle Schwarber now set the market for Pete Alonso?
He's setting the market.
You sure?
Yep.
But there's going to be an argument to be made that we could talk about Pete in the Hall of Fame and 500 all you want. He's not the offensive player that Kyle Schwarber is.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, 5 for $150 I think is lighter than Pete would have wanted Schwarber to get. He's not going to surpass that, is he? You think Pete's getting more than Schwarber?
He could get the same years and more money. Not much. I mean, if you tell me...
But then my offer was well, no, what was I at? 6 for $180?
Yeah, 6 for $180.
He's not getting
30 a year?
He's not getting 6 for $180.
I agree with that. But if
I wouldn't think.
I agree with that. If Schwarber just got 5 for $150, can I see Pete getting 5 for $168 or
How old is Schwarber
around there?
again?
33?
He's 33, yeah.
So he's 2 years older.
Yeah.
So maybe then the 6 for $180 is right.
Nah, Pete's not getting 6. I still don't see it. I don't think it's a bad day for Pete, but I don't think it impacts him as much as some people think it might.
If you're the Mets, would you rather pay Schwarber? Now, who knows? Maybe the Mets couldn't have gotten Schwarber for that. The Phillies wanted them back, and he probably wanted to go there. If you're the Mets, would you rather pay Schwarber, let's say 6 for $180?
Schwarber, 6 for $180. Go ahead.
Or Pete, 6 for $180?
Probably Pete.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably. 6 years for Schwarber's a bit exorbitant for me.
Yeah, and can't do anything else. I'm with you. I want Pete back. I think he's a better fit. And maybe it just wouldn't be equal because you're also factoring in the years. Pete is 2 years younger. So you should be better off. And he's more versatile right now.
Yeah.
So you should be better off committing. So maybe this doesn't hurt him. I would think on the surface, though, the money and knowing that Schwarber's the better hitter would not be great for Pete. Maybe you're right as we think this through in real time. Maybe I just can't. You think he's getting more than that? I don't know if I can imagine that being the case.
I think he's going to get more than 150. I just don't know how the years are going to balance themselves out. I think he's going to get more than 150 from somebody. Maybe not the Mets.
Yeah.
You know what I would do if I was Pete? This wouldn't really directly. I would have done this last year. This is not going to impact the negotiations, but... and this is nothing that other than a baseball athletic observation. If I was Boris, I would say, Pete, let's clean things up a little bit. Let's drop 25 pounds. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, but then he might not be the same.
No, he's raw. The power is generated from bat speed, and he's not going to lose his home run prowess. If Pete Alonso ever changed his body, I think it would go a long way in really helping him. Now, he's never going to be fast, but he's a fairly smart base runner. He is a little more agile. Like, think Bam Bam Bigelow. Yeah, the wrestling theme here.
But then you could change. I don't want to mess with what's working for him.
I know. I'm not saying you come back and look like Cody Bellinger. Yeah. I'm not saying that.
The durability, the power, all that.
I mean, by losing some weight and becoming a little more flexible, if anything, it's going to enhance the durability, although it's tough to get more durable than he's been. I mean, he plays every day.
Yeah, and you can't be in better shape than John Carl Stanton. This guy can't step on the field.
That's a different type of shape. That is a weight. That is a blunt force, repetitive trauma, weight room.
Pete's got
body.
That Paul Bunyan power, which I
know
like.
He does. I know. This is not a shame at all. I mean, he's as strong as an ox here. But when they ripped his shirt off, and you got to look at that body, and at that point he was 28 or 29, you cannot tell me that if you dedicate, you alter a few things, whether it's cutting out beer, I'm not saying he's a drinker, but cutting out carbs, doing more cardio, that body can't look a little different. And most importantly, I'm not talking about going to, go just walk on the beach, that it can't impact him, just a little more agility around first base, going first to third. I think it would. I don't know why he's never done that.
I wouldn't mess with that body because I want him to produce that power. Here's the most important thing. Forget about the numbers and what we think it means for Pete's contract. Where are the Mets replacing the power in the event Pete walks? Because the first answer is always, well, they have to go get Schwarber.
Yep.
Where are they replacing the power in the event that Pete walks?
I don't think that it would be one spot. I think maybe it would be a Buxton plus somebody else, or maybe they get, you know what this could do? This could actually complicate the Yankees world, especially Pete Alonso. Not that Bellinger would come in and hit 40 home runs. He's not that kind of hitter, but maybe if Pete goes somewhere else and and I don't think that'll happen soon, but I do think he could leave. But if he leaves, it could be Bellinger and then maybe trade for Buxton. Buxton gives you 20-something. Beatty could hit 7 or 8 more. Alvarez could finally wake up and do it. Like, there's other ways to piece the home runs together, but it won't be easy, Sal.
We were dry humping Corbin before. Let's get back to him here before we take a break.
Totally
Corbin in upstate New York. Go ahead, Corbin. Sorry to cut you off there. We got to get to that news. Go ahead.
100% forgot about him.
No problem, guys. Quick question. Listening to Boomer and Gio today, they made a great point, and I've been saying it all along ever since we fired Dable. I feel like going back to what Bill Parcells used to say back in the day, best teams are
Corbin, I hate to do this to you. I'm sorry. I got to put you on hold again.
Oh, God.
This is not good.
Oh, boy.
Will Salmon.
I love these shows.
Edwin Diaz.
2 Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Wow.
In agreement on a deal.
I told you he wasn't. You're not giving a guy $17 million to come set up. I'm sorry. This is not a surprise. Now, this is not a good day for the Mets, but this is not a surprise. I'm not stunned by this. We said it.
I know, and I think where it really hit me was yesterday's report that the Mets were trying to get McGill. That's where I was like,
yeah,
I think Devin Williams was the first sign letting you know we're not going to where Diaz might want to go. Mm-hmm. That was the first sign. Then the McGill stuff, now it's not just one move. Now it's 2 moves, which make me think if you're trying to trade for McGill from the Brewers, Hoff, did you see that?
Yeah,
if you're trying to, he was out of the control, and that's why I asked that.
He's into it, yep.
If you're not, and we're dry humping Corbin, we'll get back to here after the break. I'm sorry.
Good God.
Corbin, you're on during breaking news. It's good. If you're trying to get another closer in McGill or reliever, high-end reliever, that made me think Diaz might be going elsewhere. Even with that, I'm still a little shook right now. I got to be honest with you. I mean,
you gonna be able to recover and make it through the show there, big boy?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Making sure.
I've dealt with worse, PT. I don't know if you remember last week. But Diaz has been here for a close as the Mets closer for a long time. I will say, while it's going to shake others like myself, I, at my core, believe this is the right move. The best of Edwin Diaz is behind him. He may give you an elite year or 2 still. I would not invest long-term in a closer, especially one who's been volatile throughout his career. I know he's been great. He was great in 2022. He was good in 2024, and he was very good again this year. One of the game's best closers. Nobody's going to dispute that. He's still unreliable, like a lot of closers are. And to invest 5 years, $100 million.
Is that what he got? Is that the number?
That I don't know. We don't have that.
Hoff, do you know what he got?
No, we don't have anything yet, but I'm sure there's about $70 million of it deferred.
That's true. That's
the Dodgers went out there and got Tanner Scott a year ago. It didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to piecemeal that thing together in the postseason with all the relievers getting the job done, all the starters turning into relievers. So they feel like, they're chasing. Now, they could get away with it just because they keep spending the money.
They keep making money because they keep winning World Series.
They're doing exactly what I wouldn't recommend doing, paying somebody a lot of money based on what he did elsewhere, as opposed to finding value and trying to you want guys that are going to outperform their contract. That's the idea. That's what I would be doing. And in this case, you're probably signing up for somebody that eventually is going to underperform the contract.
Hofka, what do you have?
By the way, just one thing that it's very low-key, but maybe there's a connection. You know who was on the team last year?
What team? Which team?
On the Dodgers.
Who?
His brother.
Okay.
He's with the organization. Am I probably in the minors right now?
Let's take a guess before we get the official word on it. What do you think? I think he got 500.
I think it's going to be less than that.
Okay. Hoff, what do you think?
I think it's going to be fewer years and less than 100.
I think it's going to be 5 years. I believe it's probably going to be closer to 110.
I'm going to say 4, just south of 100. Now,
four,
like 4, I don't think it's going to be 5 years.
80? Okay.
Yeah, 85. I'm going to go a little light there.
If it's 485.
Yep.
I might have a little bone
maybe the Mets should have.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this right now, and this does not surprise me because, again, we've talked about this on the show. I think the Mets did the right thing.
Yeah.
I think the Mets did the right thing here. He's good, but when you have he's very good. When you have holes to shore up, and they've got a lot of them, You know, I'm sorry. When you can't give relievers leads that often, like last year, then your value as a great or really good closer, elite closer, is marginalized. They've got to get pitching. They got to get sticks. They got to address multiple positions. Met fans, I know you're probably a little pissed. I think the Mets did the right thing.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to get Corbin in the game now. We dry humped him a couple of times, but now the subject has changed. We'll take a break, see if we can get him in on the other side, as well as your calls, 888-808-1019.